Do you enjoy a camping trip each summer with your friends or family? Loading up the cooler and driving out of town to sit by the creek while the kids run around and play. Did you know that people who manage your public lands are thinking about you and your camping trip when considering the future of these lands? The United States Forest Service manages 193 million acres of your public lands. That's 33% of all land in the United States. These lands are divided into 154 national forests and 20 national grasslands. These forests are home to some of our favorite national treasures, like that campground you visit each year, or the giant redwoods, or thousands of miles of rivers, trails, and backcountry roads. They're also home to timber products, energy development, and food production, like ranching. Forests provide opportunity for these multiple uses while still managing for natural resources, like wildlife, clean air, and clean water. This is done through the direction established in forest management plans. Forest plans guide the decision-making on each national forest. Let's go back to that family camping trip you take each year. This year, it wasn't quite perfect. Other people loved the same spot as you, and the place was so crowded that you couldn't get a campsite. Turns out, it's always like this now. Once you get back home, you decide to let your local Forest Service office know that you would like them to consider creating a new campground to make room for all this new use. The first thing the Forest Service does is to look in the forest plan to see what guidelines are established for camping. For example, maybe there's some direction that says certain areas are better for developed campgrounds than others. Maybe the area has sensitive plants or fish, and the forest plan says that developed campgrounds need to avoid these areas. Right now, a lot of these forest plans are out of date. In fact, most are over 20 years old. That means some of the direction that impacts your favorite places is in serious need of some new ideas. And that's where you come in. As national forests across the country begin to update these important plans in a process known as Forest Plan Revision, they are looking to you to help design the future of your favorite places. In order to get involved, we need to explore what these plans are and where you fit in. Let's take that campground, for example, the one you wanted the Forest Service to develop. During the assessment phase of forest planning, you would get involved by providing information to your local Forest Service office. Lots of other people are also sharing how they use public lands and how they think these lands should be managed. Based on the information received from you and others joining these conversations, the Forest Service looks at the current forest plan and starts to think about how to revise it to incorporate the suggestions from you and other people raising their hand to get involved. Easy, right? Follow us to find out how to stay in this conversation, because these plans direct the future of how your public lands are managed. These are your forests and your future. Join this conversation today to have a say in how your national forests are managed.